Hi, and welcome to Deepwell Archival Services. Today's brief 5-minute video, we're going to look at the long-term retention of a typical diagnostic imaging study. Okay, we're going to look at that retention period in the context of the different relative values associated with that diagnostic study over time. We'll look at, of course, there's a hard business value, a dollar value that decreases rapidly after the reimbursement, but then, of course, you've got to maintain the reliability, availability, and security of that diagnostic study for compliance reasons, for legal reasons. And then, of course, there's an ongoing clinical value that's a very high value associated with that information as well. So what we want to look at that in the context of storage. Vendor-neutral archive storage and a tiered storage architecture, which is what we try to provide in our solution here at Deepwell. So we want to make sure you're not overpaying for storage. We want to make sure that you're, especially over the long haul, that you're not using expensive storage where you don't need to. But yet we want to make sure as we move that information, that diagnostic study data through different tiers of storage, that we're maintaining its availability. And we do that using Active Archive software as part of our solution. So how do we do that? Okay, again, you've got the different, you've got a compliance value here, you've got a business value here. Some would argue that business value stretches out a little further, but regardless of all that, you've definitely got decreasing values. Legal value as time goes on, and the diagnostic study reaches the end of its retention period. There's less likely that it's going to be required in the event of a litigation and so forth. So how do we match the tiers of storage to those typically decreasing values? Okay, well, we use an active archive approach. Our on-site portion, called our Enterprise Departmental Server, or EDS, tightly integrated with the PACS and its primary storage through DICOM storage commitments. So, as we get acknowledgments that we've sent your diagnostic study data successfully to multiple deep archive locations, we're telling the PACS, hey, you can start freeing up storage on this expensive, primary architecture for new diagnostic study data. You might do that on a least recently used algorithm or something of that nature. That's typically what we do. So as our connected storage starts to fill up, hits high water marks of 80% full, if a diagnostic study hasn't been touched in, pick a retention period, 5 years, for example, we're going to move it off to permanent archive. So again, we're maintaining the reliability, especially the availability, the retrievability, and security of that diagnostic study data, but we're doing it on less and less expensive tiers of storage. So again, we're ensuring that the end user imaging organization isn't paying too much for expensive primary storage when it's not necessary or not required. So we're going to lower performing, still highly available, replicated, possibly less performing tiers of storage as time marches on, and the probability that data is going to be recalled gets less and less and less. So what we want to do is, again, make sure that the end user imaging organization is paying the right amount of dollars for the right amount of storage, and that you're storing your diagnostic study again, based on its relative and intrinsic business value. So essentially what we're doing at Deepwell is, over time, we're allowing you to reuse very efficiently and effectively your primary storage. We're allowing you to frankly get rid of a lot of this complex long-term data preservation infrastructure and go to something a lot crisper and a lot cleaner, where we can take advantage of local availability in our online Tier 2 disk storage cache. But we can also take advantage of the reutilization of the primary storage, and we take advantage of cloud-based technologies, as we like to say over and over here at Deepwell. We like to take advantage of cloud-based technologies and services. We don't let cloud technology vendors take advantage of our clients. So that's it. We want to do, again, kind of close the loop on how Active Archive software can integrate with primary storage for the benefit of the end user imaging organization, both from an availability, retrievability perspective of the diagnostic study data, and also from a pricing perspective. We want to make sure we're moving your information effectively through the proper tiers of storage. That's it for today's presentation. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you found it informative. Please email us anytime at contactus@deepwellarchive.com if you'd like further information. And in the meantime, we hope to see you on the next video presentation. Thanks for your interest in Deepwell.